Oh, hello. Welcome to this episode of Smells Bitchin with me here in Bartlett. Today we're going to do a bit of a Gordon Ramsay. This is Gordon's like noodle chicken thing. It's chicken with broccoli and garlic with egg fried noodles. Now we're going to start here nice and simple, or so we think. You're maybe looking at this going, why the fuck's he wearing blue gloves and using greaseproof paper as if this chicken is some sort of nuclear material? If I'm honest, this is to stop us getting salmonella, which is something that all people fear, but certainly something that Chloe fears more than anyone. Now, it just means you go the extra mile a wee bit. That's what it's all about.
Happy wife.
Gordon, happy wife, correct. Gordon says you come in at the fat bit. We're just going to butterfly us a wee bit here. Nice sharp knife. Come in at the fat bit. You can see there I'm sort of halfway through. Hold your hand on. Just ease the knife on through, okay? And then you'll eventually come out the other side, obviously, but you don't want to go all the way. You can see there. My Jesus Christ, even I didn't think I was going to go as well as that. And then we'll leave that one there for now. You what? That's perfect.
No, it looks dirty just.
Oh, it looks dirty.
Yeah.
That's the cleanest chicken ditty you've ever seen in your life. So again,
Section.
oh, it did sound dirty. That sounded dirty. In at the fat side. It's nice and easy. Down the natural line of it. And then when you get all the way through there, you can just pop it out. And give it another wee, tiny wee slice. Now it's okay. That's okay, because we're going to slice this up real thin anyway. So we'll set the knife down for a minute. Can you move up all the water so I don't salmonella it, right? And then now here's an issue. I'm gonna have to touch that rolling pin here. So we'll take these off that.
Aye.
Right, now what I'm gonna do is lift this one piece of greaseproof out over the chicken now. And we're just gonna roll a rolling pin over that. Now I'm gonna take off my evil salmonella gloves, and then we're going to just roll the chicken out through the greaseproof. This is all very easy to do, although I'm not an easy to do it sort of guy.
What's the difference between rolling it and baking it?
Well, you can do that too. It's noise is the main thing. You just want to get it down nice and thin, because we're going to cut this really thin, because it's going in a wee stir fry, and we sort of want this, you nearly want it to cook just a wee bit slower than the garlic. So you can do it this way. This is grand. If you get it out nice and thin, I mean, it's pretty thin, like. So there's a good wee way doing it there. As I say, this is a wee Gordon recipe. I've watched it a lot of times, and I kept wanting to make it. We went over to Asia supermarket today over on the Ormo embankment, and very exciting. We had an amazing lunch there, but I bought a new wok and I really wanted to use it, so I thought we'll do this recipe. Now I'm going to turn this paper over again and set our chicken right on that, and then can I put all that onto this and it'll be grand. Do this here, happy days, and then we're going to cut this chicken nice and thin. I might get one more wee glove. Going to cut this chicken nice and thinly, and it's going to be sweet. So what we're going to do here is what we call in the industry our mise en place, which is getting everything in its place. So once I've prepped this chicken, I'm going to quickly slice up this garlic, cut the broccoli, and get our noodles on just to rehydrate them in the water there. So we'll cut through the chicken, sort of through the middle. So you're sort of getting like 4 wee mini bursts. And then really nice and fine, really fine. And as it's cutting through the papers, right?
That's okay.
As Gordon says, this will, you could do one breast between two here, but let's be serious, Gordon. I'm a wee bit annoyed that's cutting through the paper. We'll just get through this then. So, nice and thin wee bits. knife is literally nearly too sharp. So if you come back, I'll have the rest of this all done. Standardized noodles here, going to just throw them into the pot and just lightly cover them. Or just barely cover them, sorry, you can't lightly cover sometimes. Just cover them with a bit of water, basically. Hot water, and you just leave these to rehydrate. I'm not even really gonna do anything here. Scared to pour it more violently than that, though, in case I splash boiling water on somebody. Right, so that's the noodles on. They'll sit there, I'll give them a stir in a wee minute. Let's do our mise en place. Let's start with the garlic. So you can watch me doing like one of these and then just come back and it'll be like magic. So we're gonna do it 3-finger rule, nice and thin, and just get on with it down.
That wee one's trying to regrow.
Is it a wee wearable? And then I'll just end up going down like that.
So this recipe is just sliced garlic, yeah?
Sliced garlic here. No injuries. Knock on wood. We're now we've just washed some broccoli, so I'm just gonna take off the wee florets like that. And I'm gonna just get a few of these off, and then we'll see how many we need. You probably need about the same amount of broccoli as chicken. So, you know, there's one. Maybe cut this in half. Cut this in half. These are gonna be sensational, by the way. Nice and crunchy. Now you can do this with tender stem broccoli if you can find it, but didn't see any when I was out on my travels today. I say that as if I go foraging. I love when people say stuff like that on MasterChef. We love to forage. I'm like, so do I, mostly in Marks and Spencer's. That's a very successful foraging spot for me. I'd say that's, we'll just run a wee knife through the rest of that for the crack.
Oh, why?
Might as well just, do you know what? We're fucking it all on. Be damned, right? I need a cough. Good times. You don't want somebody coughing all over your food. Like somebody that we saw making food for us not that long ago. You can use this, but I think we've literally enough broccoli already, so I'm not going to. Next up is fucking getting this on. So start off getting your chicken on. You can see that it's gonna cook really fast. Now the key to this is to try to break it up. Try to break it up and get it up the side of the wok of it. This is a good time starting. We're getting there. The oil, the gas, all the fossil fuels that we're using here. So want that on, you want to season that a wee touch now. Classic black pepper. Classic wee bit of salt. Now we're going to put soy in this later, so that's a simple bit of salt in a lot. Back on this. Starting to get there. So the whole point of doing the mise en place, which is getting everything, as I say, in its place and everything prepped before you start cooking, is this is going to come together pretty quickly. So you want to be able, you don't want to be like in the middle of doing this bit and then realise, shit, I need to peel and slice a load of garlic, or I need to sort out a load of broccoli. You just want it all to be sitting waiting for you. So yeah, this is a good time. We've got much going on comedy-wise over. So that's become like a funny thing for me to say to people now, because people think that I don't have questions for them, and I'm like, come on my podcast and you ask me questions, you bitch. No, I'm only joking. Sort of being serious. So, but like, I think it should be a conversation. I don't think it should be preloaded with expectations and questions, you know. Just turn this up a wee touch again just to get it going. when we first started this, there was a scary moment of real like in the pan, so I had to stop it a wee bit. But I definitely want to leave this chicken on until it starts getting like nice colour in and of itself, and once it does, we get the garlic in, and then once the garlic starts going all nice, then we get the broccoli in. Oh Jesus. So this is a round bottom wok, which obviously they usually use, cooks usually use over like the sort of big evil flame, you know, the big hole. And I just wonder, have I got this on high enough? That's my only question here. That's almost as high as this round goes. So now that we've got the chicken starting to get a wee bit of colour on, we're going to go in with the garlic. All the garlic. All the garlic. Maybe don't use the thickest, heaviest chopping board you can find. There we go. There we go. Couple of bits of broccoli, don't mind going in there. It's all going in the same place, doesn't it? So this is where you want to get some, you want to sort of cook the harshness off that garlic and let the colour get onto it without burning it. You know, you don't want to burn that garlic, so you want it done real thin. So maybe it's a good time to drop that heat a tiny wee tiny touch. We're getting a pretty dry pan here, dry wok. Now, that garlic's going to be powerful. See the way it's going in. The wee bits of it are starting to get nice and brown. You sort of want to get them when they're starting to go that way. Like, look at that one there. You want to get them when they're starting to go that way. And then every time you add something in, you're going to cool the pan down. So once it starts going that way, so that it doesn't catch, it doesn't burn, I'm going to put in a tiny, literally a wee pisp of olive oil. And then we're going to take it off for a wee second. Give it a wee stir. And then we're going to start with the garlic in. So, yeah, I melt a bit there. It's hot as fuck. So in with the broccoli, sorry, right? This is a fucking great time. This is when it starts to get quite exciting. Obviously, the broccolis, you want them to take on all that flavour that's in the pan, but you want them to stay sort of like pretty fucking raw, like so raw, so that they still have that crunch off it. Keep it moving, and then we want to go in and then we want to go in the soy sauce now. So the soy sauce really seasons it up and stains everything. And cools the pan down again. Get your chicken and broccoli all coated in it, the garlic. It was a fucking great time. Cools the pan down, that's you. And then that'll reduce. Now, sometimes what I would do whenever I would be making us like salt and chili chicken or whatever is I'll do 2 wee rounds of soy. So one's kind of like this, where I just go in with it, and then you'll see it starts really reducing down. It gets sort of sticky in there, and then I'll add in a tiny wee touch more soy and a bit of water, and then it really coats everything and it sort of gets like nice and glossy. So I'm gonna probably do that here. I think, and I'll see what it's like. The main thing here is that broccoli takes on that flavour.
There we go.
So everything's cooked. We're going to set it all into this big ass bowl here. Let it sit for a wee minute. The broccoli and whatever will keep steaming. We want to get all that garlic out though, as much as possible. You'll notice there that we haven't fucking burned. No, do you know, because we're going to go in straight in here with this egg, so, I mean, get the most out of it, because it's all going to get thrown back in and tossed up anyway, so we'll leave that there for now. So, back on the heat, whipped eggs, straight in. So actually I might let this get hot again. Oh, and Gordon says, do this for the noodle bit. So we'll get that oil up. Nice and hot. Gordon, you lord, but why do you make it? Why? Do you know what Gordon has done to me? He's made this look easier than it is.
Using a round bottom.
He's using a flat bottom one. But we'll go straight into the egg, and you want to get it up around the sides, as it were. So, got our whisk straight in here. This is a fun way of finishing this dish off. So you get it up around the sides and then give it a whisk. And then go up again. Try and keep it on the heat, let it cook. We're sort of making like a wee dirty, garlicky egg bit for our noodles to sit into. So I'm gonna leave that there for like 2 seconds while I sieve these noodles. Fun times. A lot of noodles there, like, to be fair, more than I thought. Back into the pot. Here we go. Up our eggs. Give it another wee whisky whisk. And then in with the noodles. Happy days. Starting to take shape. And then we'll go back in with all our chicken and broccoli and all that dirt. Wee bits. Don't leave any of that flavour in there because I'll do a waste of your time. And then, yeah, we'll go back on this. So, we've got that soy sauce is going to do a job for us here. It's going to stain those noodles up. The egg is going to be lovely. Just make sure you're clearing everything off the pan. So that's all absorbed all the flavour. Make sure everything's got to be in a mix through. Chili flakes. We're gonna chili flake it on you, Gordon. You don't do that in your wee video, but it's our house, so it's our rules. We are gonna chili flake it.
Remember they are like,
Fire.
Yeah.
Well, that's quite enough for the whole walk, isn't it? Remember the salmon thing you made last week? It was like fucking, it was cooked on the surface of the sun. It's lovely though. So here we go. This is fucking coming together alright, isn't it? So I'm gonna serve this here for us. Come back in 2 seconds. It'll be out on the bowls, and you'll see it all looking all pretty, you know. So we've finished ours with some of this crack in a bottle, sriracha, and then just the very last thing, we squeeze a lime juice just over it to give it that wee fresh boot and bake. That's gonna be fucking sensational.
Yeah, we taste test.
I'm gonna do a wee taste test too. So I'll do a wee taste test. Get a wee bit. Oh mate, get a wee bit. Well, fuck me. Damn. Sensational. Wonderful. Shame. Now for the coveted smells bitchin' finish.
Other way up. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us here for this episode of Smells Bitchin'. I'm not going to go and bury myself in this, and I'll see you in the next one.